Dizzle the Don. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody, for real. Movement, what's up? Alright, we need to get back into, I don't want to call it teaching, but we need to understand what's going on. Go back, movement, go back, remember. Go back and remember what, I don't even know if the people that, I remember when the stick movement first started. We had so many people. I'm down with the movement. Movement, what's up? I'm president accounted for. It was just random ass people just showing up, and then they fall away. They disappear. And it's like, I think people wanted to make friends. I promise you that's what I thought it was, because there was a lot of that bonding going on where people were banding together, making collab videos and a bunch of shit. And it was just like, yeah, it looked like the stick movement was going to be that. And you could get in on it. You could be part of it and put your videos in there and get collabo. But you know what? That's not what this was about. Stick 187, I don't know if people remember his first videos back in the day. Go back to Stick 187's videos. Go back to when he looked like MC8 from, from South Central or whatever. Go back to those videos when he had his first camera, when he walked around, where it was like the camera was always floating around. Go back to those and listen to what he was talking about. Because that's what the stick movement was about. People don't remember. People just jumped on the movement. What's up? Yeah, what's up? What's up? And I'm like, okay, that's fine and dandy. But this shit ain't cool to me. It just is silly. It's stuff we do, stuff we say. I like the president accounted for just because it's like a damn catchphrase. I like to say it. I like to say, I'm 3056. I forgot my own damn name. But, you like saying stuff. You like things to be memorable. And Dizzle the Don, your thing is, this man will talk some shit. He'll cuss your ass out and tell you some real shit and let you motherfuckers know what the fuck going on. And motherfuckers ain't ready to listen to what the fuck he got to say. Kiss his ass, It's like, you can say what you want. As long as you have a message, I'm willing to listen. I made videos a long time ago talking about, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. That's true. But people don't understand. Who are you talking to, Dizzle? They don't know who you talking to. Everybody has a target audience. I got one. That's why I got so many channels. Don't you understand? I don't know if people watch all my channels. I don't talk the same on all the channels. My subject matter is different. My flow is different. My demeanor is different in some cases. It's not being fake. But if I'm talking to my kids, I don't go in there, the fuck y'all doing? Get this shit up off the floor. Clean y'all goddamn room. I don't say that to my kid. But I can't think of a situation where I would say something like that to an adult, but I might say that. If it's some old thug ass dudes over my house, it ain't finna happen, but in the event some old thug ass niggas is over my house and it's like just a bunch of bullshit going on, they done drank up some shit and got fucked up and laid out in my floor, they smoking and shit. God, no, fuck, clean this shit. What's wrong with y'all? I might talk to them like that. Who is your audience? Okay, if you got some real people who understand the reason for using certain levels of profanity. I'm just gonna say levels of profanity, because there's a lot of things that we say that are profane. You could be offended by a lot of things. I'm gonna touch some. I'm thinking that he might listen now. I'm gonna touch something for what's his name? For Mark Taylor. He was saying, hold it down for my race. It's not my race. It's not my race. Mark Taylor, I gotta clarify that. I don't defend my race. I don't defend, you know what? I defend, can I say my culture? It ain't my culture. It ain't even that. I defend regular people. Regular people. And it's not that they don't have to be black. There are regular people who have regular ass jobs who get up and go to work every day, who don't have shit, who bust their ass, who go to places and $5,000 and $10,000 passes through their hands throughout the day, and they go home with $6.50 an hour. They go home with $6.50 for every hour they work, but they exchanged $5,000 to $10,000 in that time. They took it in from other people and put it in the pocket of someone else. People who don't understand at an early age that that is not the way to live. I know little kids. I substitute teach in the schools, or excuse me, in a school. And you know, it started out trying to help out. You know, I hear, you know, I got somebody that works there I know, and they need help. They need a sub. Okay, cool, I'll do it. But then I found that, you know what? When I go to sub, it ain't. I don't think it's the same as when other people do. If I get in the class and it's a bunch of playing and clowning, I love it. I'm so happy. I'm glad that they're not paying attention. Do you know why? Because then I don't feel bad when I decide to give them an inspirational or motivational speech of my own. These things that you hear, they may get to hear. You know, I go in and I'm saying, you know, what do y'all want to be when you grow up? We got 60 out of 30 kids. Well, I'm just going to take one class in. Out of 30 kids, you got 15, 20 beauticians, one lawyer, and yeah, he's a little white kid. It's not that it matters. But, and then you got 3 rappers. They get laughed at for wanting to be rappers. And then it's a couple of basketball players, a couple of male and female. And they don't know what they want to do when they grow up. But they do, they see people. They want to be like somebody they see. And some kids, I admire the young athletes because they, at least, I admire the rappers too. But I tell them, you know what? If you're not making A's in English, if you're not reading on a regular basis, if you're not improving your vocabulary, you're not going to be very much of a rapper. You're going to be sorry. You're going to be weak. You will have no repertoire. I mean, you'll have nothing to pull from to write. You'll have to say my ice and my grill and my whip, my chains and all my things and all of them things and my sitting on things and I'm sliding and I'm skating and, you know, something stupid. You get stuck with that unless you're able to articulate and then have, you know, something to pull from, a background, a knowledge of something. I talked to a young writer, and my time is running out. I talked to a young writer, and I asked him, you know, he writes poetry, and he's one of the coldest writers. I had never brought none of his work, you know, because I wouldn't do him like that, but I'm going to get him to he's got to get published. He's got to. I'm asking him, is it easy to write about something you're passionate about or something you're knowledgeable of? Which is easier? And he said, by far, what you're knowledgeable of, what you know the most about, what you've studied. You can be passionate all day, but you're not going to be able to bring out the feeling. You know, that feeling will come. That feeling will come and go, but that knowledge is what stays. Now, I don't think all the kids could get the message out of that, but I give it to them anyway. I talk to them like they're grown. Like they're supposed to be grown. You know, they're 4th, 5th, 6th grade, and it's like they have no concept. You know what? It's 8th graders with kids. If they don't straighten up, they're going to be living messed up lives. It's 8th graders that's been in jail, that have been locked up. So if they don't get a focus at an early age, at a very young age, then they'll end up with nothing as a regular person, making $6 an hour, exchanging bills all day long, passing $5,000 to $10,000 through their hands at McDonald's, but making $6 an hour. The same money they was making 10, 15 years ago. That's some bullshit.